In this video, I'm going to show you how to gain weight fast by using a periodized weightlifting program and a solid weight gain diet. This is part of the WeightGainNetwork.com expert video series. If you struggle to gain weight and keep it on, and you want to build muscle fast, then this video is for you, so pay close attention. To gain weight fast, you need two important things: a diet plan and a workout plan. A healthy eating plan with the right foods in the right amounts and at the right time gives you the fuel you need to get the most out of every workout you do. Combining a weight gain diet plan with the right workout approach maximizes your results and gives you the edge you need to gain weight fast. The first question guys usually ask when they're trying to gain weight is, what is the best food to eat? And that's the right question to be asking. That's why we're going to start off by talking about what a good weight gain diet looks like. The total number of calories you should eat depends on your metabolism, your workout schedule, and on the amount of weight you would like to gain. Although a quick rule of thumb to gain weight fast is 35 to 40 calories per kilogram of current body weight. Calorie needs vary widely based on age, height, and activity level in addition to body weight. To estimate your caloric needs, start by estimating your basal metabolic rate. Convert your body weight into kilograms by dividing pounds by 2.2. For example, a 180-pound man weighs about 81.8 kilograms because 180 divided by 2.2 is 81.8. Convert your height to centimeters by multiplying inches by 2.54. For example, a 6-foot tall or 72-inch man is about 183 centimeters tall because 72 inches multiplied by 2.54 equals 182.88 centimeters. Insert your weight, height, and age into the Mifflin-St. Jeor predictive equation for healthy adults. 10 weight in kilograms plus 6.25 height in centimeters minus 5 age in years plus 5. For example, 10 81.8 kilograms plus 6.25, 183 centimeters, minus 5, 30 years, plus 5 equals 1,816.75, or about 1,800 calories. Once you've estimated your basal metabolic rate, the next step is to factor the demands of your workout and other lifestyle demands. If you do moderate workout or play sports 3 to 5 days per week, multiply your basal metabolic rate by 1.55 to estimate your total daily caloric usage. For a demanding workout or sports 6 to 7 days per week, use 1.725. If you work a physically demanding job in addition to performing a challenging workout 6 or 7 days per week, use 1.9. For example, let's say you fall into the first category. You're moderately active during the day, so you would have taken your 1,800 basal metabolic calories multiplied by 1.55, which equals about 2,800 calories per day. Once you've established the number of calories your body is using each day to maintain your weight, you can finally calculate the actual number of calories you'll need to consume each day to gain weight fast. Assuming that all of the extra calories you eat are utilizing for muscle generation, each pound of muscle requires an additional 2,500 calories. To increase your weight by a substantial 2 pounds of muscle per week, then you'll need to add 700 calories to your diet each day. For the 180-pound man in the example, that means a total caloric intake of 3,200 calories per day. The maximum utilization of protein for non-energy purpose has been established at around 1.5 grams per kilogram of body weight. In other words, any protein that you consume above 1.5 grams per kilogram of body weight will either be used as energy or to store fat. To build a diet designed to gain weight fast, multiply your body weight in kilograms by 1.5 to calculate the maximum amount of protein your body can use towards muscle building. For example, 81.8 kilograms multiplied by 1.5 equals 122.7 grams of protein per day. Because each gram of protein contains 4 calories, 122 grams of protein comprise 488 of the daily calories for a 180-pound man who's trying to gain weight fast. Carbohydrates are your body's preferred source of fuel. As such, they are the most efficient and clean-burning source of energy you can put into your body. Although some diets call for excessively high protein intake and very low carbohydrate intake, this type of diet is not the ideal way to gain weight fast. When protein is used as a fuel source, it produces high amounts of metabolic waste that does not contribute to your weight gain goals and puts unnecessary pressure on your organs, especially the kidneys and liver. To gain weight fast and use every calorie to its full potential, athletes should derive 45 to 75% of the calories in their diet from carbohydrates. Because each carbohydrate contains 4 calories, a 3,800 calorie diet should contain 428 to 712 grams of carbohydrates each day. Rather than eating carbohydrates from white flour and simple sugars, like donuts, soda, and white pasta, choose nutrient-dense foods like whole grains and fruit. Although fat, especially saturated fat and trans fat, should not figure prominently in your diet, it does play an important role. For best health, 15 to 35% of calories should come from fat. Choose vegetables and seed oils, nuts, seeds, and avocado for healthier fat sources and avoid butter, lard, and other solid fats. Because each gram of fat contains 9 calories, a 3,800 calorie diet should contain between 63 to 148 grams of fat. A complete done-for-you weight gain diet plan can be found at weightgainblueprint.com. To gain weight fast, you need to eat more calories than you burn. But if you want to make sure that you gain weight in the form of muscle instead of fat, then you need a smart weightlifting plan. The best weightlifting plans for maximizing your muscle and strength gains are periodized plans. If you've come across periodized lifting plans in the past, you may have thought they look complicated and confusing. However, they can be stripped down to a very basic progression of strength gains and strategic rest. Periodized weightlifting programs can be thought of in mesocycles and microcycles. Each mesocycle contains 2 to 4 microcycles. In the first microcycle, you should build a stable foundation with relatively low weights and high repetitions. Think 2 to 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps. After a week or a month, depending on the length of your microcycles, you increase the weights and reduce the repetitions. Think 2 to 4 sets of 6 to 10 reps. Finally, you move on to an intense strength-gaining microcycle where you lift very heavy weights. This cycle is pushing you to your maximum and should include 3 to 6 sets of 1 to 6 reps. In the fourth microcycle, you offload and take a very short active recovery. Depending on your program, the recovery can last for a few days or a week. During recovery, you'll do some cross-training or just indulge in a sport or activity you haven't been able to make time for during your training. When you end your recovery period, you completed one mesocycle. To begin the new mesocycle, you'll start once more with relatively light weights and high repetitions. Once again, you'll be lifting for about 2 to 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps. However, this time around, you'll be stronger and you'll be using heavier weights. As you repeat the process through mesocycle after mesocycle, you'll be able to gain and retain the greatest amount of muscle size and strength with the least risk of injury and burnout. And this, my friend, is how you gain weight fast.
And now, former skinny guy Jeff Masterson reveals the 7 biggest mistakes you're probably making right now that are actually keeping you skinny and preventing explosive muscle growth. See it all at www.weightgainmethod.com. You'll not only see how to avoid these 7 deadly mistakes, you'll also get access to a complete step-by-step plan for gaining weight and building muscle fast.